One of our key responsibilities as a business leader is obviously to maximize the performance of our people. We want them all really performing brilliantly all the time. That's where we're aiming for. It is a bit of a holy grail. In my whole career, I can't ever think of a time where I could relax and say everybody's performing brilliantly. But it is the aim that I always had and always worked towards and always helped my team to try and get to achieve. How do you do that? How do you get top performance out of your team? Well, here's one tip that I hope might help. I hope it's a tip that provokes you to think about what's driving the performance of your team and motivates you to take action next time you're dealing with somebody who's not performing quite as well as you'd like them to. And it's a really, really simple tip. It's to suggest that when you're looking at somebody's performance, you consider why they're not performing as you might expect them to, or as you wish them to. Is it a lack of skill? They don't know how to do the job well enough to meet your performance standards? Or is it a lack of will? Is it a lack of motivation? Because you see, your actions are going to be very different. If the problem is a lack of skill, then your action has to be training, has to be development, has to be giving them the skill. And if you can't give them the skill, then obviously you need to look at how you redeploy them into something they can do, rather than letting them struggle with something they can't. But that all assumes they have the motivation, of course, which is the other dimension to look at. Look at their will. Are they willing to do what's necessary to succeed in their role? And if not, why not? Explore their will. That means conversations. It means sitting down, having a chat with them, understanding what's driving them. And if you can't get them motivated, you're going to go nowhere. Because even with all the skills in the world, if they're not motivated to succeed, they won't succeed. So you need to understand what's motivating them and try and address any concerns they have. Trying to understand, by understanding their motivations, you stand a good chance of being able to deal with it. And if you can't get them motivated, then I guess seriously you have to consider, why are they in the organisation in the first place? It may be you need to have a very frank and open conversation with them about where they're going, why they're not motivated. And think about how you can get them motivated. Is there another job that would motivate them? Or is it something outside of your control that's demotivating them? If it's outside your control, can you help them deal with it? What is there you need to do about it? How can you address it? I can't know all the answers in a simple tip like this, but I can suggest that you do need to look at whether the lack of performance is due to a lack of motivation or a lack of skill, because your actions are going to be very different depending on what the answer is. I hope that's helpful. I hope it's food for thought. I hope it provokes you to think a bit differently. I hope it motivates you to take some action to improve the performance of your team, because that's your job as a leader, and I want to make you an even better leader than you are already. And if you are an even better leader, then you'll deliver even better results, which is, of course, what you're there for. I hope that helps. Good luck with implementation. Let me know how it goes.